Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tigers. My name is Jack and we have a bit of a top of the table clash going on today. We're away at Billericay and I'll show you why it's a top of the table clash in a minute. But first of all, let's jump straight in. We have made a few transfers, not a lot, but we've made a few. Did I show you Ben Tilney? Ooh, I'm not too sure. I cannot remember. We've had a few first teamers go out on loan. Matthew Adams, who of course we signed in the summer as one of the youngsters, he's gone on loan to Chelmsford, who are in the league below. And also Ben Clark, one of our youngsters who we signed in the first season, has gone to FC United, also in the league below. Chelmsford Conference South, FC United Conference North. And Thomas Ray, who's he looks really good. He's in our under-18s. He came through our youth ranks last season in the intake day. But, it doesn't say there. I swear it's Thomas Ray. Maybe it was someone else, but I'm pretty sure Thomas Ray, he scored like 35 goals in something stupid like 30 games. I swear it is him. Maybe it goes once they go out on loan? Or was it Matthew Jeffrey? No, he's been on loan all season, hasn't he? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was Thomas Ray. I don't know why it doesn't say that there. But he has been on fire for the under-18s. Even there, look, 7 goals in 5 games. In the FA Youth Cup as well. So he looks very good. He's gone down to Totton, who are 2 leagues below. So they're in the Southern League, so it's below the Conference North and Conference South. So that's a very good move. If he can get game time there, get first team action, he can potentially come up into the youth, into the senior team very soon. We have brought in some guys. I don't know if I've shown you Ben Tilney, but I'm going to show you him anyway. I must have done, because he replaced Tessarola. So I must have shown you him. And we brought in Carl Edwards, who is a really good-looking centre attacking midfielder. He has played a few games. He's played very well. As you can see there, 2 starts, 2 sub-appearances, 3 assists already. He looks very good indeed. He is on quite a lot of money. What we're doing now is we're kind of preparing for next season in League 2, which is a bit risky, but the way we've been playing, it's understandable. We also have Carl Winchester, who is looking to come in. Very good technicals. Very good. He can play centre midfield. He can play on the right wing. He can probably do a job up in these roles as well. But even his physicals are decent. Mentals could be better, but he's got 16 flair. I was looking at his technicals. Look at that. Especially for a winger, 11 crossing, 13 dribbling, 11 finishing, 14 first touch, 13 long shots, 13 passing, 13 technique, 13 vision as well. He looks very good. He's had a cap for Northern Ireland as well. He started his career at Linfield, went to Oldham, went to Cheltenham, and got released. He played a few games in League 2 and League 1, so I think that's a really good signing if we can get him. Once again, it's a big amount of money, but I'm planning for next season, hopefully in League 2, or to win the league next season in the conference. And this is why I've started to prepare. Look at those greens. Beautiful. We obviously beat Carlisle in the last round, which I was ecstatic about in the last episode. We then got smashed by Bath 4-1 in the first round that we entered in the FA Trophy. I sent out a proper rotated side. And now we're knocked out of both Trophy and Cup, so there's no distractions. We can go full out for the league. And I think the players have got that, because first of all, we drew against Newport. Callum Chettle getting a penalty. They also scored a penalty to equalise. We then beat Wickham 2-0, a former league club. Aaron Amadi-Holloway and Jermaine Anderson scoring there. We then drew against Stockport, Amadi-Holloway getting another goal. We then beat Dover 2-1. Chettle, another penalty from Chettle and Kevin Williams. We then beat Wrexham away from home. Luke James getting a hat-trick. We then beat Macclesfield 2-0. Macclesfield are way off at the bottom of the league. They're 10 points adrift from anyone at the bottom of the league. So that was a comfortable, a professional win, I think we say. We then smashed Dartford 4-0. John Lund, Furzer getting his first goal for the club the young kid who came through our intake last season. I was very happy for him. Dion McGee and Harry Williams getting the goals. Then we beat Torquay 2-0, Harry Williams getting both goals. And then we drew against Dagenham and Redbridge 2-0. They were 2-0 up. It was these two were very close together because obviously it's December, so it's very hard. There's a lot of games quick and like coming up quick. So these two teams were pretty much different. As you can see, Alex Steele was the only one that played in both. So we started in both. We were 2-0 down at half time and I went in on the players. I was like, that was dreadful, you're bad. And then the second half, Luke James and Furzer getting another goal. And it's been incredible. This is how the league table is looking at the moment. We're fourth. Look at the gap we've got now. We're 7 points clear of York, who are just outside the playoffs. Astounding. And it's all been because we've been sticking to the 4-2-3-1. I thought it would be 4-3-1-2 all season, but 4-3-1-2 was working okay, but it wasn't quite doing it. We changed back to the 4-2-3-1 and we've been smashing it. So this is the team we're going for today. Holmes in goal, Tilney, Thornley, Steele, Packwood, Anderson, Dunn, McGee, Edwards, Kevin Williams and Harry Williams. I am still rotating because, like I said, there's a lot of games. So Chettle's on the bench, let's say. Both strikers are on the bench. Harry Williams has been rotating out for all the strikers pretty much. First has dropped out of the team because he's young. I don't want to play him every match. I want him to grow into a very good player. And yeah, everyone's been getting game time. Everyone's been loving it. But I am hoping for another result. But after what happened against Dagenham and Redbridge, I'm not quite sure. The downturn in results might be coming. So this is the Billericay team. They're playing a 4-4-2. They've got a couple of regen faces. I seem to always say that against teams. I don't know why I'm shocked there's a couple of regen faces. We are, 4 years into the future now? So it's understandable that there's regen faces in there. Morale's amazing. Dynamics couldn't be any better at the moment. Everyone's happy. Except for, I think, Dunn might be the only one unhappy. Just because he's a bit worried that he's not getting enough game time. Players are coming in his position. But he's dealing with it at the moment. I said to him, they're not playing in his position. Because he was worried when Edwards came in and he's an attacking midfielder. And I was like, no, he's not playing in your position. You're our ball-winning midfielder. There's a big gap there, mate. And he was like, fair enough, that's fine. And he's been getting game time over this Christmas period as well. But we got an early chance here. McGee's there. McGee's put us 1-0 up 30 seconds in. What an explosive start. Kevin Williams with the cross, and McGee was there. Tight angle, but he's put it away. That was a great little goal. Watch this again, because I wasn't really concentrating. Anderson to Edwards. Great ball. This is what I loved from Edwards. Since he's come in, I haven't started him every game. He has been... I think I started him in his debut. He then dropped all the way out the team for the second game. Then he's had a couple of sub-appearances, and then last game he came back in, I believe. And he looks special. He looks special. Carl Edwards, I didn't show you where he was, but he's ex-West Brom player. He went out on loan to Exeter in League 2 a couple of seasons ago, and he's only just been released by West Brom last year. So I think that's a really good pickup. But we've got another chance here. Oh, Edwards could have got his first goal for the club, but he volleys it over. Decent effort. And we are all over Billericay at the moment. I say that, then they start getting a shot. Just noticed, as we've gone 1-0 up, that has put us up to 3rd place in the league now. And we're in touch with the title. I don't want to say we're going to get to the title. I'm happy with playoffs. I want playoffs. The minimum expectation is I want to fight for the playoffs. Not necessarily getting them, but fight. But with the way it's been going at the moment, it's been absolutely incredible. And as I talk about it, Billericay have scored. Talk about jinxing it. It's 1-1. Gerard Thorpe scored for Billericay. We'll watch the replay. I don't know where our left back is, but he's nowhere to be seen. Decent finish. Both players were the wrong side of Thorpe. 1-1. As you can see from Billericay's fitness, they clearly haven't been rotating that much because ours are high 80s. They've already got one player on below 70. So I feel like we've done a good job rotating and we've kept on getting results as well. So that just shows we can trust every player in this team, which I'm happy with. There was, with the potential of getting to League 2, I'm a bit worried about our defence. You'll notice that Dejon Bernard's no longer in the first team. I've tried to get him out on loan. He's now in the under-23s. And Dinner, I don't know if whether he can make the step up to League 2. And Will Packwood's been injured. Luckily, we got a right back on the bench. So that's a straight swap. So I think next season might be a case of not like scrapping the defence and getting a new one. Just maybe a top quality centre-back to bring in, which are hard to find. Hopefully that injury to Packwood isn't a potential foot injury. That could be a broken foot, maybe. It's a bit risky. But at half-time here, it's 1-1. Passionately, we're not doing too bad. I have, like I said in the previous episode, I've started doing my own team talks again. And I think that helps with the upturn of results as well. Because sometimes the assistants can have a terrible, terrible time. But McGee's in here, finds Kevin Williams, and we could have got another early goal there. It's a decent effort, but we have dropped that back down to 4th. I'll be happy with a draw today. Draw your away games, win your home games. That's the motto I always go by. Another highlight here, though. Hall Johnson throws it to Anderson. Anderson's definitely picked up recently. He's looking like the player that we bought, the player that we expected to come in. Hall Johnson, back to Anderson. As well, him and Chettle. Like, Chettle's scored like 9-10 goals this season. Granted, most of them are penalties, but they've been superb. Edwards, what can he do? Finds Anderson. We're not forcing it. We're trying to sneak it in. Harry Williams gets tackled, and BILLERICAY could be on the break here. That's a great ball over the top to Thomas, and Holmes saves it. I've been really impressed with Holmes recently. He's been doing really well. And he's doing it again because our defence are looking slightly shaky at the moment. Another highlight here, we're an hour in. Tilney's got a throw in, finds Anderson. He just seems to be everywhere, Anderson. I love it. Crosses it in, but they clear it. And once again, they could be on the counter here, BILLERICAY. That's the ball over the top, but Tilney clears up beautifully and pumps it up there. A really hit and hope ball. Not much thought went into that by the looks of it. And Storer's got the ball. Steele with the header. Great header. Anderson chased down Cook. It's Thomas to Thorpe. Back to Thomas. And he blasts it wide. We're getting a bit split open at the back here. And it's slightly worrying me. 68 minutes gone now. I'm going to start making our subs. Yeah, I think if we bring on Dinner, he's got the pace to get back. And Tilney or Harry Williams. We haven't got another fullback on the bench, so I'll take off Harry Williams and bring on Luke James, I think. And does he like advanced? He can do it. He can do it. That's fine. Hopefully, Dinner can sort out the back line a little bit and get him to stop being so destructive at the back. 75 minutes gone. Nothing's really happened. It looks like a really even game, judging by the stats. What's the possession like? We're leading the possession by 55%. But it looks like it might be a draw. There could be a late goal. BILLERICAY look very dangerous on the back against our defence. On the counter-attack even, against our defence. And they look solid at the back because it's taken us a while to break them down. So I'll be happy with a draw. 85 minutes gone. Nothing's happening as of yet. 3 minutes of added on time, injury time. Nothing's happened in the last 10 minutes. Fingers crossed nothing's happened now. I'm dead set on the draw at the moment. We didn't even have an end of game highlight. Mad. It just cleared off. Okay, I've never seen that before. 1-1 draw against BILLERICAY. Disappointing. I'm going to say unlucky. It's not disappointing. We're away from home against another playoff side. It's not disappointing. But there we go then. If you like that episode, please like, please subscribe. And we'll start picking up the pace with the games now. Maybe I'll do, because obviously we're in a playoff fight and I want to show you most of the playoffs. So next episode won't be too far along from this one. If you like that, please subscribe, and I shall see you again in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.